Xin chào, what's up everybody? All right, we're over in District, I think still 1, but we're walking into District 3. We've got to go into District 3 because we're going to shoot a video about living in District 3 in desirable apartments. So we got about a 20-minute walk before we get there. I've already been walking for about 45 minutes, so I figured we would do a little walking tour. We have been down here before, but we're going to walk farther than we usually have. So come join me. A little about me, if this is your first video on the channel. I am a 40-year-old man that lives in Vietnam. I moved here about 4 years ago to home base to do travel vlogging around Asia and live stream around Asia. I did get married to a Vietnamese woman. That was not part of the plan, so now I'm really permanently in Vietnam. So I shoot a lot of Vietnam content. We still go to other countries. Not as frequently as I would like. Of course, we're building a family. We have 3 dogs. We're working on a child, so I'm doing the best I can. But for the most part, I give you information about Vietnam and Saigon. So join me and let's walk around. On these, we typically just talk about things and kind of just walk around and take a look. It's like a 4K walking tour, essentially, of this area. So to start with, we are on the famous Pasteur Street. This is the one of the more famous streets in District 3 and in District 1. The infamous Pasteur Bar is named after this street because their first location is in District 1, which not too many people go to anymore. I'd say the main Pasteur location is definitely in Ly Thon Ton in Japantown in District 1, the red light district, which is quickly becoming a very popular district. Now there's a very popular karaoke up here that the richer businessman like to use. So I'm gonna assume it's a full service karaoke. I'll show you when we get to it. It's up here. Yeah, we gotta walk about 20 minutes. I figured we'd fire up a talking video. Of course, I have a bunch of additional content over on Patreon. I'm really trying to stop doing uhs and ums. When you see another YouTuber where it's jump editing a lot, it sounds good, but he's like jumping, or she, they're editing out their ums and ahs. They almost have a program now that kind of finds them in the audio and allows you to clip it out pretty quick, but I leave it in. It's a skill set that I'm attempting to work on. So over on Patreon, we definitely have a lot of additional content. I put out content just for Patreons. Recently, we just launched a So You Want to Be a Live Streamer YouTube series, and I give you advice if you want to do that. Also, if you want direct access to me, that's the place to do it. Patreon.com/FatBro. Let's keep walking here. Beautiful day out today. So we're officially into August 1st. I have 30 days before I go home to America. I'm 110 kgs. We're gonna try to drop 20 pounds in 30 days. So the goal is to be around about 100 kgs by the end of the month. Today's the first day. So we'll see how it goes. My plan is probably just gonna be protein, nothing else. So pretty much just meat, intermittent fasted, and some kind of ketosis. So we'll see. We're gonna kind of stick to drinking strong zeros because there's 0 sugar in them, which I didn't know. And it's a good Japanese alcoholic drink. We can get them around Saigon. So when we live stream, we'll probably drink that, try to stick off the beer. But we will drink beer as well. I'm trying not to drink any hard alcohol at all anymore. We pretty much don't drink really at all outside of the live stream, so. And even on that, we don't drink too much more on that anymore. I don't know what all these guys are waiting on. School? Usually school. College, maybe? I don't know what the fuck this is. Department of Justice, so some kind of court, maybe? Maybe parking. I don't know how they do all that. I don't know if they have a DMV here. They kind of do. They do have a DMV here because that's where I went and did my license. I don't know if they call it a DMV, but you know. So here's a Sakuya, a Guyan, and curry. I don't know why they have ramen on there. It's really more of a curry bowl. What they're known for is their curry. I guess beef bowl too. Maybe they're saying it's #1 because there's so many of them, just by like sheer volume in Japan. So we're supposed to be going to a new city this week for the live streaming for the channel. The rain has been the big problem. We're in the rainy season of Vietnam, so I'm not trying to take us somewhere where, you know, we're going to constantly be in rain all day and I won't be able to really shoot YouTube nor live stream, because it is pretty difficult to live stream in the rain in Vietnam. It's not, I mean, it's harder, you know. Rain definitely puts a damper on things, especially here in Saigon and like District 1. It's a pain in the ass because everything floods. So like even after it rains, you can't quite go out. And usually it doesn't just rain once these days. Like, you know, it'll rain and then rain again 10 minutes later. It's just as hard, if not double. Right now it's supposed to have been raining 2 hours now. I just said F it, and I bought the umbrella. And we'll just walk around the rain if that's what we gotta do. So yeah, we're gonna be going to America at the end of this month. We were gonna go to a new city this week in Vietnam, not far from Saigon. We still may. You'll know if we go. And we still may go to Japan this month. We got to see how good the live streams are. I'm going to start a $3,000 slush fund for the Japan trip. So what I'll do with that $3,000 is that'll all get just put, you know, we'll start a thing and that'll be pretty much all the PayPal donations during the live streams. They'll go straight to that. And then I'll funnel that into like my dead checking. It's not dead. Well, I have multiple checking accounts. One I actively use in America, and then one I store money at for things like that. That's how we stored the orphanage money, etc., etc. So I'll just dump that money as it comes into that checking account so it doesn't get touched in any way. I have to do that with stuff, or I'll use it on something like that. If it's for me, maybe I'll use it for something else. So it's very good for me to have it precise and to put it in other things. We already ordered all the Bella Box stuff. I don't think the Bella Box is going to be up and running till we're in America. So that's a big reason for me to wait to do Japan till after America. So more than likely, the way it's looking is Japan will be after America because I want the Bella Box. I want to have the streaming backpack. So the Bella Box is a streaming bag that's custom made. A couple donators, a bunch of people kicked in to build the Bella bag for the channel. The initial cost was like around, I think we collected around $1,000 for it, and it's like at about $1,400 right now I've spent. So, and we'll be using that a lot. Once that thing's done and I've got it all hammered out and ready to go, I will be I'll be live streaming a full work time schedule per week, meaning, you know, how you would work your job in America for 40 hours a week. Oh, here's a new Fireblade. So they've got the new 2020, I think that's a 2024 Fireblade, and then this is the older one, the one they've had. You know, they never get rid of these big bikes. They just sit. I don't know why they even buy them. They very rarely sell any of these really big ones because there's nowhere to fucking ride them. That's the problem. Like, even once, if I do get money, which I hope I do, you know, I'm going to work my ass off. Hopefully this live stream thing will be profitable at some point. But even if I do make money, I'm not going to buy a big bike here. There's nowhere to go. Like, everything's like this in Saigon. Like, where are you going to go fast? There's no need to buy a, you know, that Fireblade's $54,000 USD before taxes. After taxes, I think it's almost 60 grand. And there's a whole like shady system of how these things get done. Like, I know a guy that owns like a bunch of super bikes here, and the whole way he explained it to me, how it all gets done is insane. It seems a lot of things, because of the way the system's set up here, you know, money, is a lot of things are shady kind of type deal, you know? The way it was explained to me from him, he kind of said that they set up a business, have the business buy the expensive vehicle as a business, you know, necessity, file for a loss on the business, file for a loss on the purchase, and then sell the stuff to recoup the losses for the loans. So then it gets resold like right away. Then it gets sucked up into like the used market, and then you can get those for like, I don't know what a Fireblade goes for, but like a used BMW S1000 RR that's like 3 or 4 years old is 20 grand instead of like the 50 grand you pay for one here. So it's kind of interesting to see how that stuff works, you know. But there's just, where are you gonna drive 1,000 cc's? What's this? What are you gonna do with 1,000 cc's here? It's gonna sound nice. Other than that, like, he even like admittedly, I'm like, what do you do with all these? He's like, we race like once a month outside of town. I'm like, yeah. And like, what about the other time? He's like, he's like, admittedly, like you said, pretty useless. He's like, it just sounds nice and looks cool. So I'm like, you like to show off? And he's like, pretty much. So like, just like I kind of said in the video of the worst purchase, it's a bad purchase. Almost there. Where we're trying to go. Let's see. Yeah, we're in District 3 now. I gotta pee. Always gotta pee. Old fat and broke with a shitty bladder. No, my prostate and bladder are fine. I've always had a small bladder. I've always had an overactive bladder since I've been a little kid. I pissed my bed a lot when I was a little kid, for sure. So I mean, yeah, always had a bad bladder, you know. When I've definitely pissed the bed drinking before too, back in the day. When I was really bad drinker in my late 20s, early 30s. Admittedly, I was a bad drinker here too, but never here to the point of like where, you know, pissed my pants in bed. What the fuck is there to pee around here? Turn the maps on here. So we gotta turn left and go right. Smell the peak. Beautiful, beautiful peak. A couple of hotties over here. One hottie. Always a door open, you never know. There's always somebody peeking out. There you go. Get in the store here. $800. A Z800? I'm tripping up there. Beep, 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 beep. Never been to this area. I have no idea where I'm at. We're in District 3, but I don't recognize anything, so gotta make America Great hat on. Oh, Korean. 안녕하세요. 어떡하지 안녕하세요. 네. Oh, this is the way to Funan. Oh, this is over here, huh? Terra Royale's over here. Never knew. Bats and Gross never knew. But this is where the Terra Royale was. Makes sense because this is a nice area. Just like the area I would live in, District 3. Oh, you can get stem cell? What the fuck? I gotta make note of this one, boys. A Mio stem cell. I need to get some stem cell stuff. My knee is all jacked up. Gym. Got a bad knee, boys. Girls. My right knee, man. Deadlift's fine, bench press fine, everything else fine. Squat, jacked up. Really. Alright, I'll be right back. 1 second. Alright, we're back. Found an alley to go down. It is the Vietnam way. One thing I do actually like about Vietnam is you can pee anywhere. I hope that kind of stays around. I don't see the big deal with it. It's never bothered me. People that cry about something like that, I'm like, man. Same people that like cry about spitting on the ground. Like, I used to be a big fan of, I don't watch any of their stuff anymore. It's just the same shit, but the hell is that guy? Man, I even forget his name. Serpentenza. And he used to always like hate people that spit on the ground and like peed on the street. I'm like, really, dude? Who cares? Oh, cutie. Alright guys, that's the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that little walkabout tour. We talked about the Patreon. If you want to watch me live stream, it's on kick.com/PatPro. As always, guys, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for watching the channel. We're doing a lot of big things, as we talked about in this video, towards the end of the year. It's going to be great. It's going to be tremendous. We're going to do amazing. Thank you so much. Stay frosty. See you on the next one. Peace out.